Hi guys, and welcome back to At Home with Elisa. Today is a beautiful sunny but slightly windy winter's day, and it's just lovely in the garden. I've just been playing down here for a little bit. Today I'm looking to plant out Ranunculus corms into my garden. I'm really hoping for some beautiful flowers come spring and summer. They're a beautiful flower. They kind of look a little bit like roses, like in the way that they have so many petals on them. They're just gorgeous, and I'm hoping to plant a big bed of them so that I have like a sea of colour that I can use for constant cutting and come again flowers. This year I've added some new varieties to my mix. I have saved some from last year, but I've added some new ones in, and I've added in Malva, Crema and Salome. All of those are from Tesla, and I'll put the link in the description below in case you want to have a look at them. Last year, after the flowering season for the ranunculus had finished, I actually dug up the corms and I stored them in a nice dark sort of airy place in an organza bag so that they wouldn't get any mildew or rot happening. And this year I've got them ready to go into the garden, so I'm so excited. Ranunculus generally only lasts for 1 to 2 years, so it is something that you need to repurchase constantly, but they're so worth it because they're so gorgeous. This year it's actually a first for me for growing ranunculus in the ground. I've never done that before. I've always planted them, actually no, I did years ago, I did. But I've always planted them recently in pots because I like to move them around. But I have a garden bed that has a little bit of a water flow issue. It's getting some water from higher up on our land, and it sort of rushes across the land, so I need to have something that's under the ground like a ranunculus. Anything above the ground, which I had previously, my bearded iris, the rhizomes were just getting covered in soil and water, whereas the ranunculus will actually love these. So I started out just by leveling my bed, and I have actually added in some fresh blood and bone. Unfortunately the blood and bone got some water in it because I still haven't got that greenhouse yet. But the blood and bone got some water in it, so it was a bit clumpy and it was a bit smelly, but I've put that into the garden bed and I've raked it in, so hopefully that should give them some nice feed to be able to grow up nice and healthy and strong and support those flowers. This is a ranunculus corm. The flower, as you can see, these ones are from last year, so the flower stem will actually come out of the top, and the little pointy bits there, they need to plant down, so that's how you plant them, so that the stem can come out of here and the roots will grow from the bottom. So this corm has been soaking in water for about an hour now, and it's doubled in size, and the rest of them are doing well as well. So that's how many I've got to plant, which is obviously quite a few. So that's the garden bed just there behind me. As I said, it's already been prepped with blood and bone. I've soaked those corms for an hour so they're nice and hydrated to go into the ground. In a temperate climate, they really like to be in a part shade to full sun position. I obviously have full sun because we literally have no shade in this garden. New gardens, they don't have any established trees. So I've got a full sun position, and when you're planting them, you want to plant them 4 centimeters deep and about 15 centimeters apart. So I usually just use my hand as a spacer so that I know roughly how far to space them out apart. So I'll get those into the ground now. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so looking forward to a full bed of ranunculus. I just cannot wait. They are definitely one of my favorite flowers. I just think that they're gorgeous. So they're always going to be in my garden every year religiously. Thank you so much for joining me in the garden today. I do plan on doing a follow-up video for the Ranunculus, some ways that you can actually make them last longer in a vase and when is the right time to actually pick them. They're a little bit tricky, a little bit different to other flowers, and then I'll follow it through with how to store them again as well when it comes to the end of the season. So I really hope that you've liked this video. If you have, please consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching.